Yeah, this is Joe Hamilton here, just chopping it up now with our new running backs coach, Mike Daniels. Welcome. Glad to have you here, man, and can't begin to think about your experience and what you're going to have and your excitement about being on the flats. Talk to me about your transition right now lately, and how have you been setting in?
So first of all, thank you. Thank you for having me. Thank you for taking some time out of your day and your schedule to do this. But I'm very blessed and humble to be in this position. I always tell my kids just how grateful I am in regards to this position, and I don't take it lightly. You know what I mean? I mean that from the heart. So the transition from Buffalo, New York to Atlanta, Georgia, couldn't be any better in regards to this is one of the best cities in this world, and so for me and my family, it's been a true blessing to be able to just be in there. We live West Midtown, and really had the opportunity to enjoy what this city has to offer. In regards to the job, I have big shoes to fill in regards to the running back position at Tech and what Coach Choice did, but I think we're doing a great job in how we've rebounded in regards to the room and the structure and who we got in there, and I'm very excited about what's about to happen this year, and I look forward to making that next step or helping my running backs and helping the program take the next step.
That's awesome, Coach, and I'm going to give you an opportunity to brag on your wife right quick, because you said your kids and moving from Buffalo and things of that nature. So how important has she been as far as your transition, spring ball, all of a sudden you move in and you getting a new job? Shout out to your wife. Give some kudos.
Absolutely, I appreciate that, brother.
Yeah.
So Monica Daniels, she's a football lady, and she's all about it. She was a former counselor at the Miami University in Ohio, and so she's been around football. She loves football. We have a son that plays football, and so for her, she understood what she was getting into in regards to the move. But I still appreciate and thank her for being a trooper. I mean, we take the job in December, and January I'm out on the road recruiting, and so just all the things that go into the transition, she's been great at and supportive, and so big shout out to her. I appreciate it. I appreciate the love and support, because I know moving ain't fun.
That's right.
And so she had to manage the majority and the bulk of it, and so I appreciate her for that. And so so now she's cruising now. She's cruising.
Coach Daniels, talk to me now. When you're recruiting, when you're scouting, when you look at film and you check out a running back, I know that's your position now.
Absolutely.
And I'm going out on a limb here and saying that you can coach offensive line, a quarterback, you can coach wide receivers, but here you are as a running back coach. What are some of the attributes you look into as a running back? I mean, what are you looking for?
Absolutely. First of all, I just want tough people. I want some, where's the physicality, where's the physical level or in regards to who he is. The next thing is, one thing you can't coach. Some of the natural abilities that you have is the ability to make a man miss. And so those are two things, his toughness and his ability to make him miss in regards to how to separate from others. And so there's some things that I can teach and develop and squeeze up out of them, but in those things, you got to have some natural ability in that regards to even be able to make it to this level. And so being able to, obviously there's a height and weight adjustment, kind of a sliding scale.
Right.
How big is he versus how fast is he? But at the end of the day, I think his toughness, his will, and his ability to make another man miss is those are some natural abilities that he has to have for me to be knocking on the door. Yes, sir.
Let's all be real now. We all have challenges, some less than others. Coach Chip Long's offense, how challenging has it been to learn? And I know we can, kind of piecemeal things in zone read, outside zone, inside zone, power, gap scheme. But just the terminology, how difficult has that been for you, or has it been a pretty smooth transition?
I think anytime you bring a group of guys together in a short period of time, we take the job in January, and by February it's time to lace it up for spring ball. So it's a lot of moving parts, it's a lot of things running, and so it's a pro system, so there's verbiage that the kids had to get used to. I had to get used to, and not only the verbiage of what we call it, but how he understands it and how
you teach it.
And how you teach it, exactly. And so those are things that you work through, and you understand that it's not going to be pretty as it's going to be in August, in February. It's just a understanding of it, but it's a beautiful offense. It's one that is multiplicity in regards to what you can do and how you can do it. And then what I love about it is the ability to get the balls in the hands of the guys that are playmakers and not be stuck by just the structure of the offense is limited in that regards. And so I think the kids have been troopers. I commend the group, the whole offense, for being able to digest as much information as we've given them. Again, learning the system is coming, from different ways, whether it's from a communication from the quarterback's mouth, also from a signal. So I think those things are things that the more you do, it's just like shooting free throws. The more you do, the better you're going to become. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
How often, do coaches look at their room? Specifically their room, and like, I have it in my room or I don't have it in my room. Because, let's be honest, we just chopping it up barbershop talk right now. How often does that go on, like, we're going to struggle or we're going to be okay?
I think that's a daily assessment. And if somebody says it's not, then they're lying to you. And so you also, because you're trying to determine, is it something that I'm doing wrong as far as the teaching? Am I doing a great job of communicating exactly what I want? Is he young? Can his skill set develop? And then you say, okay, is it the right guy? So you try to find all those different pieces, and it's never just one day. It takes time. It takes kind of evaluating how does he perform when he's fresh versus how does he perform when he's tired. When it's this or that, is it outdoors? Is it indoors?
Yes.
Is he better in this section of practice? So you take a look and you try to evaluate everything, and including I'm big on this is looking here is making sure that my communication and what I'm teaching and the consistency in our messaging as a staff and me personally, to be sure that it's not me that's hindering the development of a youth. But to answer your question, it's a daily evaluation of and making sure, because that's at the end of the day when September 5th roll around,
right?
That's your product, and you make sure that's what you got.
Coach, that's a tough pitch, man. It's a tough pitch when you're talking about looking at Coach Collins, his first 3 years in, and all of a sudden moving your two young kids, right, and your wife, and saying, this is the move. What gave you that jolt to say this is the move?
Two things. The number one thing is faith.
Okay.
I'm a man
of
faith.
Beautiful.
And so, you walk by faith and not by sight, and that's the first thing. And two, I believe in Coach Collins. What's in that man's heart is real, and so understanding and hearing his mission and what he was trying to do, I said, man, let's go, let's do it, and I'll do my part. So that's what fired me up. Those two.
Give me a carry.
Yes,
give me a goal line carry.
Yes, sir.
Hey, last thing for you, Coach, I would ask you this. So when you delve into it and when you look at the grand scheme of things, what is the goal? What is the long-term goal? What is the vision for you and your group?
Well, I think for me and my group, I want to give every opportunity for our young people to go achieve their goals. And so I'm hoping that every guy that I coach has dreams and aspirations to go play pro football, whether that's in the USFL or the NFL or Canadian football, whatever it is. And so just my approach to them is treating them and operating like a pro. And so it's not just teaching them the plays, it's making them understand structure of offense and being able to communicate those things with them. And so for me, that's part of my development as a man, and my responsibility that I have being a leader of the group is not just me selfishly, I want to go lead the conference in rushing, and I want to have a 1,000-yard rusher, and I want to do all these things, all conference guys. But with that comes the responsibility for me to be able to develop them, not just what's successful for Georgia Tech, but also what's successful for them.
That's awesome. I lied. I got one more. I got one more question. Do you have a depth chart at the end of like fall, spring ball, practice to practice? Or do you just, play it by ear when they go up to practice, or how they warm up? Or do you have a visual? Because when I was playing, I would like to come in and see that, or hear
make
that
sure,
I was
baby.
getting
Make sure.
that I was
all
getting
right, I'm good. I'm good.
What's your coaching style when it comes in terms of
the beautiful thing about the position of running back is the way the game is played now, how physical it is, and the way how structured it is, you're gonna have two guys that are main number ones, and that's
two guys that main number ones.
You go check the facts. I mean,
no.
You go look.
You're the coach. I'm just asking. Yeah,
that's where things have developed now in regards to the days of the 230-pound guy that plays 85 to 90% of the snaps. Those days aren't. You go again. Oklahoma. I was at Buffalo, and we were last year one of the top rushing teams in the country.
It's about you've been here, done that, and you're a veteran. Mm-hmm. Show leadership. Mm-hmm. Don't you come to Atlanta? Don't you come to the ATL and thinking it's about brrr. You come there and nourish guys. Show them how it needs to be done. Show them the way, because you're gonna tell Coach Daniels you want to go to the NFL, right? Act like it.
Amen.
Appreciate it, Coach Daniels.
Appreciate you, brother.
Yes, sir, man.
Yes, sir.
Take care.
Sir.